The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
Welcome back to a very special episode. And I know I always say that, but this is an especially special, merry, joyful episode because it is the Christmas Spectacular. And what makes it the Christmas Spectacular? I don't know, just that I've done it every year around Christmas and it's spectacular. And I will say, now that I've lived in this home for over a year and we have a dedicated podcast studio in-house, it's also really special that Courtney just knows, she knows the deal. Producer Courtney was like, we sitting up in front of your tree? And I was like, hell yeah, sister. And I really struggled with decorating the house this year. One, because, okay, well, let me break this down. Last year, as you guys know, I recorded the episode actually while my in-laws were here, which literally made me want to kill myself because I don't know why is it so embarrassing to record a podcast by yourself. They know this is my job. They know that they're so proud of me. I make a living, but the idea that they could hear me just talk to myself in this microphone, I wanted to die. Anyways, I decorated the house. Well, first of all, it was our first Christmas in our home. And on top of that, we also hosted both of our families, his whole family, my whole family. When I tell you, I could have taken out a small mortgage on the amount that I spent on Christmas decorations for last year. It was so motherfucking stupid, y'all. First things first that I can't recommend less, that was buying real garland. Now, the house smelled amazing. It smelled amazing. The house looked gorgeous. I had it draped everywhere. I could not figure out how to put garland on the house because our house is made out of brick. How the fuck do people put stuff up in brick? I don't know. But anyways, it was just so gorgeous. It was the messiest shit you've ever witnessed in your life. You could fucking just look at the garland and pine needles would just fall everywhere. It was horrible. It was horrible, but it was so beautiful. Anyways, what happens to garland as it dies, because it's already dead when it's cut, it literally just sheds. So once it dried out and died, when we took it off, I was so ready to get Christmas gone last year. On the 26th, all my in-laws were still here. My family was still here. I cleaned it all up. I said, sayonara Christmas, and it was all cleaned up. And then what did I have to show for it this year? An investment? No. Nay. It was not an investment, that real garland. It was dead. It was gone, buried in a compost somewhere, okay? So I told myself this year I would actually invest in really nice garland because y'all know, the garland behind me is really nice. I forget where it's from, Balsam Hill or Guardian something road. Anyways, Guardian Road. I don't know. Sponsor me if you're a garland sponsor. Real garland is expensive because they love to fucking, what's it called? False advertisement, or whenever they get you what you ordered versus what came in the mail, they love to showcase their garland on all these websites like Amazon and just whoever sells stuff on Etsy, whatever. And it'll be the most gorgeous garland you've ever seen. And then it comes in and you're like, wow, what a steal, $40 a strand. And it comes in and it's literally the size of my fucking pinky. And you realize that on the disclaimer, 5 rows down in small print, it says we've wrapped together 17 of our strands to create this gorgeous image. And I'm like, fuck you and the garland horse you rode it on. That's so fucked up. Anyways, you have to just invest in this overpriced shit. But then once you have it once, you just have it forever. So that's nice. So anyways, I told myself I would really invest in garland, but I also told myself, how the fuck could I possibly still be buying more Christmas decorations whenever I, again, took out a small loan to buy all the Christmas decorations to decorate the whole house last year. But I did it. I went and I invested in garland. And here's the key. I set an alarm on my phone. And I don't know if you guys remember this from July. I set a reminder on my phone for July 15th or something, and it said order Christmas garland. And when that shit went off in July, I was like, what in the fuck was Shannon talking about? Was I literally drunk? Which, by the way, look how cute these glasses are. They're little Christmas trees. And also I added pomegranate to my champagne, and it just looks like an extraordinarily gross color. Anyways, that reminds me, Brantley used to make this drink for holiday parties called Poinsettia Punch, and that shit was fucking I can't tell you much. I don't remember much, but I just know it was crazy. Anyways, it was trying to be that, but it's not because it's all organic pomegranate, and real pomegranate, I guess, are kind of brown. So there's that. Anyways, this alarm goes off. I'm like, July 5th, order Christmas garland. What in the fuck? I was like, okay, I think I wrote that because I thought it'd be on sale maybe. I go to whatever it was, Balsam Hills Farms, whatever that place is. Bitch, that shit is 75% off. So I did. I bought a lot of it, but there's nothing like being in the heat, the thick of summer, July 5th, wanting to spend money on overpriced bikinis and fucking trips to Europe and Aperol spritz, and then being like, do I want to spend $600 on Christmas garland right now? Not really, but I let myself buy a couple pieces. So that was great. It was on sale. But I almost didn't decorate at all, period, the end, for Christmas this year, because here's the thing. We're not going to be in Nashville and Franklin for Christmas this year. We're spending Christmas in London. It is officially the time, like I can't stress this enough. If you are whatever age and you are dating someone, like do not spend Christmas with them. Spend Christmas with your family, because you only get so many before you actually have to start splitting them up. You know what I mean? Like, and I've always said that. I've always been a big proponent of that. My parents have always been really strict about Christmases. Like boyfriends could never come. Like, whenever I was dating my ex, he lived in Chicago and then his parents moved to Nashville, and we never did Christmases together as far as like Christmas morning and stuff, because I always said like, I only have so many Christmases with just my family as like, afford. And I want to spend all of those with my family that I can. So they're just really special, because one day you do have to choose. You have to start splitting shit up, And that's fair enough. We're married. So this year we leave on the 18th. So that brings me back to go to London. That brings me back to my reason. I was like, okay, do I decorate for Christmas though? Like, I love Christmas. I love my home when it's Christmassy. It's so special. It's so cozy. But do I do that when I know I'm literally leaving on the 18th? Because then do I clean up for the 18th? Because I'm such a like hater with Christmas decorations being up in January. I'm like, I want them down before the new year. I want the new year to be crisp and clean. And so I was like, do I put them up in November and then take them down before we leave? But then that's kind of set. I'll tell you what I've decided. One, I said, I will not experience this joy and this expensive garland that I bought. So I got a real tree we love. Shouts out Moon Valley Farm, who did our trees in the back. We got the tree from there. It was amazing. And then I decorated it. I'm a big old fashioned decorator. I know people make like gorgeous trees with like all matching like whatever or bows. I have like such a plethora of random ass ornaments. I actually did a Christmas tree like tour on my Instagram, and people were like, wait, I low-key love that none of your ornaments make sense and they're all just like special to you somehow. And I'm like, wait, yeah, such a slay. Because that's how I grew up. We just grew up with a bunch of random ass fucking shit everywhere. Like Sharon, Kate, and Vic were not the gold bulbs and silver accents kind of family. And I know y'all know that about me. So I just love it. And honestly, I ordered two. I wanted my grandma and I to make these together, but then I realized they're like quite intense labor intensive. But my grandma can sew really well. And I thought it would be special to always have these that her and I did together. And then I literally was like, I am too lazy and I'm not going to ask my grandmother to do that. But these like cloth, these like felt, I think it's technically called garland, but they're like loops. Back in the day, you know how back in the day you would cut out construction paper and then you would make a circle out of it with a loop with a stapler, and then you would put another circle in there and you make like paper garland. They're fabric garland to go around the tree. Oh, just so cute, so homey, so cozy, so like old school. I just loved it. And yeah, I am so glad that I decided to decorate. And guess what else I decided? I'm not taking this shit down before I get back from all my travels in the middle of January. No, when I get back from middle of January, I will take all the decorations down then. And I'll probably regret that and hate my life, but I don't care. I'm not going to like wrap all this up. No, I'm not doing that. Okay, this is a major PSA for anyone who rents. I used to be a renter. I own a house now, but like if I would have known about this when I rented houses and apartments, I would have just been, oh, you guys you're so lucky, okay? Just count your blessings. Because if you haven't heard of Built, you are about to thank me. Now, earning points on rent is now a reality when you pay your rent through Built, okay? You don't even have to check with your landlord to start earning points that you can use towards, ready for this, flights, hotel stays, fitness classes, even, this is the craziest part to me, even your next rent payment. So let me break it down for you. Basically, there's no cost to join Built at all. It's free. And as a member, you'll earn valuable points on rent and on your everyday spending. Now, Built points can be transferred to your favorite hotels and airlines, and even the ones that you haven't heard of. So there are over 500 airlines, 700,000 hotels and properties around the world that you can redeem your Built points towards. All right, now points can also be redeemed towards a future rent payment. Like I said, a future rent payment, that is crazy, and unique experiences as well that only Built members can access. So if you are not earning points on rent, my question is, why not? What are you doing? If this was available whenever I was renting, I would have just loved it. So start earning points on rent that you're already paying by going to joinbuilt.com/probably. That's JOINBILT.com/probably. Make sure to use our URL so that they know that I sent you. Joinbuilt.com/probably to start earning points on your rent payments today. So here's our plans. We go to London for Christmas. I have decided that, we're going to spend our Christmas in London this year. James's whole family always goes out of town for Christmas. They always go somewhere warm, like really tropical usually. And that's really sweet. But like, I think they've all been kind of missing a little bit of a London Christmas. They haven't had one in a while. And I personally was like, maybe later on down the road, I can do a Christmas in the Bahamas. But like right now, I would love to experience like a classic London Christmas. And they're like, yeah, it's been a while for us too. So we're doing Christmas in London. And I got kind of sad just thinking about like, damn, like I literally am so obsessed with my family. Like I love my family. I love my brother. I love my sister. I love my mom. I love my dad. I love my sister's wife. Like I just love my dog. Like I love being home at the lake. I just love being home for Christmas. And I was really sad thinking about it. So obviously we did Thanksgiving with my family this year. And as I was going home for Thanksgiving, I was talking to my mom about being in London for Christmas, and she was like, it's okay, you'll be here next year. And I'm like, yeah, so true. I was like, well, at least I get Thanksgiving with you guys this year. And then I paused. I took a beat and I said, aha, aha, wait a second. My husband is British. Oh my God. Good golly. Oh my fucking gosh. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving. For the rest of my life. Who else can say this that's married? What other married old hag can say this? For the rest of my life, I get to celebrate Thanksgiving with my mom and dad. Like, literally, like, no shade to my sister, but she has to fucking pick one. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes they're in Texas, sometimes they're in South Carolina. They have to switch. They have to pick. Like, you get Thanksgiving this year, they get Christmas next year, blah, 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 whatever. Nope. It's an American holiday that I will, for the rest of my life, spend with my parents, my family. Oh, I just like, you know, also like my parents weren't as elated as I thought they would be. Like I was really expecting like an absolute like reaction of the sort that I just had. And they were kind of just like, too cool. And I was like, excuse the fuck out of me. You get me for the rest of your life for Thanksgiving, which is also like, no, they were really sweet about it. But you know what's really cool too is that my birthday usually falls around Thanksgiving. So sometimes if my birthday falls right on Thanksgiving, which it does every 7 years, or the day before, or the day after, which it does, you know, every 4 years, 5 years, it's nice that I get to also be around my family for my birthday. So anyways, just a little bit of me talk and how I'm better than all of you guys and luckier than all of you guys that I get to spend every Thanksgiving with my American family. Oh, God bless America. I love it. So yeah, we are going to London, and then we are actually before the new year, we are going to South Africa again. And James loves South Africa. I've talked about this before. I'm going to podcast in South Africa. I'm obsessed with you guys for always bringing up that episode. Now, I don't know if I'll have that view again. We've been a little bit more financially responsible with our Airbnb. I think we might be staying in a condo this time. But the house that we originally splurged on when we did that podcast episode with that view, like I remember even like Claudia being like, I cannot fucking believe you're podcasting right now. Like this is sick. And I was like, yeah, I'm sick. I'm so sick. Like the other day I was on a call with one of my friends, Brant, and we were talking about like renovating my pantry. And he's like, do you remember when you podcasted in Cape Town? Like that was sickening with that view. And I was like, literally, yes, I do remember. Anyway, so I'm bringing a mic. I don't know if it'll be as glamorous, but I'm bringing a mic and we're going to podcast while we're in South Africa. We're going back on safari. We're actually going back to the same place we did safari last time, which is, as you guys recall, the horseback riding safari. We became really good friends with the owner. I had no idea that it was the owner of the property whenever I was sitting next to him at dinner, like true story. And I was just chatting. And so anyways, we wanted to go back and support again. They also have like a rhinoceros reserve / like foundation where they really just take into account like preserving this really endangered species, rhinos, and they breed them. They've been successful with breeding rhinos there. It's just really sweet. So we wanted to go back. We wanted to support. We wanted to experience it. And I don't know. I am literally like cringing at myself for saying this next sentence, but like, I don't know if you guys have been on a safari before, but shit that literally like 15-year-old Shannon would have been like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Like remember your roots. But I don't know if you guys have been on safari before, but mostly it's like in a Jeep, you know? And also 15-year-old Shannon would think this was like slay. She would probably be like, are we killing the animals? Like, are we going hunting? And I'd be like, no, just looking, babe, just looking. And you don't stay with that boy that you dated that kills a bunch of animals. Don't worry. You can stop pretending that you like hunting. Anyways, we normally on safaris that you go on, you're just like in a Jeep, which this one has that where you can go on Jeeps and like they'll take you through the terrain and you can like hopefully see like really cool animals. But the cool part about this safari that so little of them do, I think there's only 2 in South Africa that do this. It's a horseback riding safari. So if you guys recall from the last time, I think I had not been on the safari yet whenever we did the episode, or maybe we already had, I don't know. But we had, because I told you guys like everyone had super cool horse names like Mufasa and like Nirabi, and my horse name was Alex. And I was like, the fuck? Why do I get Alex? What the fuck? They were like, American, she gets Alex. It's really cool. And I know I said this before, but it's really cool because you can get a lot closer to the animals because apparently these animals, like not me being like, y'all are kind of dumb. They don't realize that there's a human on the horse. They just see the horse so that they feel more protected and you can get closer to them. It's really cool. So anyways, I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully there won't be like some crazy whack ass fucking spider. I don't know what that creature was the last time we were there that was like crawling around. It was actually so funny because James is your classic like testosterone fueled man who just like, which I do love in the sense of like when I need someone to kill a spider, he's like, oh my gosh, come on. He's not Southern. I don't know why I made him that sound like that, but like he just like he'll do the boy things. You know, he'll take the trash out. He does the boy jobs. This spider was so fucking big, y'all. Like this spider was so scary. What literal spider nightmares are made from. And the way I was like, you have to get it, like losing my mind. What were they called? They were called like the Red Reapers or something like extra fucking scary. When he saw this, he was like, oh, I can't kill that. And I was like, no, you have to. And when I tell you, because it was like the size of your hand, it wasn't a tarantula. It was like long and like fucking flighty. That shit could just run. I'm actually like, I have to insert a picture. I will insert a picture to show you guys, remind you guys of this Red Reaper or whatever the fuck it was called. And like, I'll just reshare a video of it whenever we go. But it was so scary. And James like, I can't kill it. I can't. And then I finally convinced him like, buck up, bitch. Like, go kill it. Just protect our family. And he did. And when he smashed this thing, which, oh my God, by the way, like apparently they are not poisonous, but if they bite you, it is a physical, like draws blood, like really painful bite that like is not good. Like cutting yourself, like bad bite, right? All right, now, guys, I am a self-proclaimed camel. James calls me a camel. I'm not good at drinking water. I wish I was. Like, all you girlies out here who can drink a gallon a day, like, congratulations, I am jealous of you. So I usually have to drink something like electrolytes to kind of give me that extra boost of hydration. You know what I mean? That sodium you need. And I used to drink liquid IV. But then everybody started talking about how much sugar's in it. They're like, oh my God, there's sugar in it. There's all this stuff. It's like not great for you. And I'm like, okay, hold on. I got to find an alternative. So actually Gatorade has come out with a hydration booster that's literally amazing. So it's an electrolyte levels suitable for all day, always on hydration. So you can enjoy this product throughout the day. Advanced blend of electrolytes. Now they're deriving it from watermelon, sea salt, and other sodium and potassium salts. It also has way less sodium, sugar, and calories than liquid IV, so I just feel really good about drinking it throughout the day. For instance, Gatorade Hydration Booster contains 30 calories and 5 grams of sugar, all right, versus liquid IV, which contained 45 calories and a whopping 11 grams of sugar. It's the sugar for me, honey. Like, that's just crazy, okay? Like, we don't need all that. So, packed with essential vitamins backed by Gatorade superior science experts. And, like, it's Gatorade. Come on. We love Gatorade. We trust Gatorade. We love it. No artificial flavors, no sweeteners, and no added color. That is a big, big, big in this household. So, I love that. And it helps you keep you at your best. No matter what the day throws at me, like, I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be more hydrated than I usually am in my typical camel state. This product is for anyone, okay? It's for anyone on the lot on their to-do list, moms, not just athletes, okay? Gatorade is for everybody. So if you guys want to put your water to work with Gatorade Hydration Booster, then you can use code BOOST20 on Gatorade.com to try it out for yourself for 20% off. That is code BOOST20 on Gatorade.com to try it for yourself for 20% off. So we were really scared to like tell because they gave us this bug spray, but they tell you like don't kill just like any animal. Like we want to like preserve things on this like safari. We're like, of course, us too. So when we were trying to smash that thing and he was too afraid to get close to it, so he tried to spray it. That thing was like it was in a fucking sauna. It didn't give a fuck, dude. It was like, love this. Like I don't fucking know. That spider was not like phased. So then he just had to smush it. And when he smushed it with, what did he smush it with? Something, it literally splattered red blood, like a human. Like it was like there was blood everywhere from it. Like not like bug guts, not like green bug guts, ooey gooey yellow guts. It like had blood inside of it. Like this motherfucker had organs, I think. Like it was so crazy. Oh my God, it was so scary. So I'm really hoping for not having, one of those again. Like that just like cringes me out so bad. And I'm also hoping for justice in the mosquito department. I've actually, strangely enough, gotten kind of lucky lately. I have been in situations where I should have been bit by mosquitoes and I wasn't. And that's something I'm going to hold really near and dear to my heart. I'm going to really just tuck that into my manifesto and manifestation. I don't think that's what you're supposed to say, manifesto. Speaking of which, that guy that killed the CEO of the healthcare company, why are they having a photo shoot with him in jail? And why is he so attractive? The guy's hot. Okay, I'll say it. I don't condone killing a man, but he looked good doing it. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, yeah, I just recall getting annihilated by mosquitoes in South Africa to the point that I don't know if you guys recall this or not from my social media, but like I was sleeping in long sleeves. It's when we go there, it's summertime. It's like Australia. It's summertime in South Africa when we go. That's why James loves going in like December, January vibes. And so we're spending New Year's Eve there. Actually, James' friend Louis is coming with us. I'm basically third wheeling their best friendship, and I can't wait. And yeah, so whenever I was there, I was sleeping in long sleeve in the dead of summer, long pants, and had the covers over me. Some of the houses had mosquito nets, and I was like, they're never gonna fucking get me. And I had the blanket pulled up over my mouth, like to the point that only thing showing was my knuckles and like my nose and forehead. I would wake up with 2 bites on my forehead, 1 on my cheek, and then literal bites on my knuckles. I was like, goddamn, these things are relentless. These things are shucking me up. Like that's crazy. Like I would wake up and James would be like, I can't, but like it was almost laughable. Like no fucking way that you covered every inch of your body and they bit your cheek, forehead, and knuckles. Like that, like how much blood are you getting out of my Botox fucking forehead right now, bitch? Like how much blood are you getting out of these knuckles, these bony ass fingers? Like you're desperate. It's giving thirsty. It's giving desperate. It's giving you're obsessed with me. It's embarrassing for all mosquitoes involved. So yeah. So anyways, I hope that doesn't happen again. And then we come back to London for a couple days and then we get back to America and I got to take down all these Christmas decorations. All right. Okay. So I thought it'd be fun if we talked about a couple things, like Christmas related things, like maybe some like Christmas past, present, future. At first I was thinking about going through all the gifts I've gotten in the past, and then I remembered I already did that. But it should go without noting that one time I dated a boy for a year and a half who didn't love me back that I loved a lot. And he, for Christmas, got me Ferrero Rochers. And I love Ferrero Rochers. And I always will. And I always get them in my stocking for my mom. And I think I had expressed how much I love them. And he got me one of those like Costco size, like pyramid ones, which, you know, at the end of the day, were definitely on sale for Christmas. And yeah, that's just like something that's really stuck with me and all my friends. And my friends they love to remind me that I got Ferrero Rochers for Christmas. And they're like, always like, what do you have for Christmas? Ferrero Rochers? I'm like, shut up, bitch. Anyways, miss him. For real, like the one that got away. I thought it'd be cool to kind of just like go through Christmas past, present, and future. So I used my dear close friend and confidant ChatGPT, and I asked a couple questions about like Christmas past and some anecdotes because, as you guys know, like I'm not a history buff per se, but I am always interested in history. Like I can't watch an episode of The Crown without pausing it and Googling a million things and then like learning about like random shit I didn't know about in history. So if that makes me a history buff, I am. So I was drawn to specifically, it talked about how people were impacted by the rise of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol and its impact on the season's focus on generosity and family. And like, obviously we all know the reason for this season, right? Like we need to talk about how it's about family gathering and getting together and not about like gifts and whatever. So I was like, okay, well, like word, like what's this about? How did it inspire people? I know it's a sweet like book, but how did it inspire people? So it says, when Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol in 1843, which I don't know how old or young I thought Charles Dickens was, but I definitely thought he was like vibing with us in the 19-somethings, you know, like 1950s. But in 1843, he was deeply moved by the plight of the poor, especially children, during the Industrial Revolution. So he had recently visited a ragged school, a charitable institution that educated impoverished children, and he was horrified by their living conditions. Now, the experience inspired him to create a story that would not only entertain, but also shed light on the hardships faced by the working class. And this is really cool because he did legitimately inspire. So I guess it wasn't a thing back then to like clothes for Christmas, like give back to the poor. Like someone was always working, you know. It brings me to the thought of like people at CVS and Walgreens, and they're just like, they ain't taking Christmas off. Okay. So I guess back then, like nobody took Christmas off unless you were like extremely wealthy and you could afford to not work on Christmas Day. So the working class was working on Christmas. And it says that, and so it also makes me wonder, like, is this what inspired, like in general, like nowadays, obviously other than Walgreens and CVS, everything is closed on Christmas. It says one specific event tied to the book's impact occurred on Christmas Eve of 1843. A factory owner in Massachusetts was so moved by the story that he closed his entire factory for Christmas Day, a highly unusual gesture for the time. and gave his workers a holiday feast. Dickens' tale didn't just entertain, it directly influenced how people celebrated Christmas, emphasizing charity, family, and goodwill. So it seems like it really just genuinely had like a legit impact. And if you think now, like, Christmas is so special, not just because of the decorations and because of the hoopla and because of the presents, but like it's actually such a special, special worldwide like holiday. Even if you don't religiously celebrate Christmas, the time with your family and friends around Christmas Day and like just in general, like the time frame, it's just so moving to want to be close to your family, or if you don't have family to celebrate with on Christmas, like your friends, like people that you hold near and dear to your heart. So like the fact that this novel that it said he wrote in just 6 weeks, it fueled his passion to make a difference. He self-published it, keeping creative control, ensured that it was beautifully bound and affordable so that it would reach as many people as possible. The first edition sold out within days, which is really sweet. I didn't know that like a book like that really inspired people to actually take Christmas seriously. Something that my husband has been really great for is helping me save money just in life in general. You know, he's a finance guy. You guys know this is a finance podcast, but specifically, and I don't even think he meant to do this, he got me onto Mint Mobile, which is just amazing. Now, I'm going to tell you about this because I'm not going to gatekeep, okay? You don't have to get married to find out about Mint Mobile like I did. It is just an amazing premium wireless company, and you're going to get this for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, and that's insane. Okay, that is such an awesome deal. I cannot gatekeep. There's no way I will keep this to myself. Now, friends don't let friends overpay for wireless, but apparently my friends did because I was. So say bye to your overpriced wireless plans and switch to Mint Mobile. You are going to thank me. Okay, Mint Mobile is here to rescue you with, like I said, premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. And that's amazing because these plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network, okay? And if you're wondering like, okay, I don't want to switch, but like, am I going to have good service? Yes, you are going to be on the nation's largest 5G network. That's incredible. You can use your own phone too, which by the way was a huge deal breaker for me. When James was telling me about Mint Mobile, I was like, whoa. I love my phone number and I already have a phone. Like, I don't want to part with either one of those. And you don't have to, okay? You can take your phone along with all of your existing contacts and your phone number and just ditch these overpriced wireless plans with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months of premium wireless service for, again, $15 a month. Like, that's just crazy. So to get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/probably. That's mintmobile.com/probably. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/probably. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower than 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. And then something else I didn't know was the famous Christmas Truce of 1914. So that's one of the most poignant, remarkable events of World War I. And it showcases the humanity that persisted even amidst the horrors of war. So basically it's where World War I's going on, December 1914. It had been raging on for only a few months, but it had already devolved into a very grim situation, okay? Stalemate. Soldiers on both sides were entrenched along the Western Front. Like, what did you think this podcast was going to be? It's a finance podcast. It's a history podcast. What am I talking about the Western Front? The Western Front enduring freezing weather, muddy conditions, and relentless fighting. But the truth begins. It says on Christmas Eve, something extraordinary happened. Along various parts of the front, German and British soldiers began singing carols from their trenches. By the way, doesn't seem that like safe or smart. If I was in the trenches of the World War I, trying not to get my head blown off, and some motherfucker beside me lit up a cig and started singing, they sang it Silent Night, I would have whacked him so fucking hard. Shut the fuck up. Like, you're not getting me fucking got because you want to celebrate a little old Saint Nick. But apparently it was a really sweet thing. The British responded with their own carols. I'm guessing picturing this, they're at a stalemate is what it said. So like they're in the trenches, both sides, like no one's shooting, no one's talking. So they're like, let's fucking jolly this bitch up and sing a little bit. And that is sweet. It said that they sang, the Germans started with, Stille Nacht. Silent Night. And the British responded with their own carols. Soon after, soldiers ventured cautiously into the no man's land between the trenches, unarmed and waving makeshift flags of truce. Wow. Christmas is really something. This does seem really fucking stupid to me though, but I'm glad they, had a truce. The exchanges and celebrations, the soldiers met, shook hands. How do you go back to fighting after this? The soldiers met, shook hands, and shared small gifts such as cigarettes, chocolates, and rations. Some accounts describe them showing each other family photos or sharing stories. I'm actually shook by this. I never knew this happened. They even held impromptu joint burials for fallen comrades. Wow. Demonstrating a moment of solemn respect. And I think that is what they wanted to happen when they created Buddy the Elf, the movie. One of the most famous elements of the truce was a spontaneous soccer game. This is crazy. Accounts may vary. I think so. Many soldiers wrote in letters about kicking around a ball, sometimes a real one, other ones improvised from items like a tin. While the details are debated, the symbolism of this shared game remains powerful. A moment of humanity. The truce wasn't universal. Fighting continued in some areas, but where it occurred, most likely I think amongst the lazier soldiers who were just like, let's fucking chill for a second. Me, personally, if I was ever in the war or in a military, I'd be like vibing with these guys. Like, let's take a little breaky break. However, it does say it was short-lived. Imagine that. By the next day, officers on both sides ordered their troops back to the trenches and the war resumed. Well, that does sound more like war. Legacy of the truce. It says the Christmas truce of 1914 remains a powerful symbol of hope, peace, and the possibility of compassion, even in the darkest of times. It also stands as a reminder of the futility of war, as soldiers who had shared a moment of camaraderie were soon ordered to resume fighting and killing each other. And that's what I'm talking about. Kind of crazy. Would you like to dive into how this event? No, ChatGPT, that's plenty. Thank you. Okay, so that's kind of just some like crazy, goofy stories from the past. Let me talk about some crazy, goofy stories from the present. I asked you guys to tell me just like, I don't know, your worst Christmas gifts you've ever gotten, and also maybe some like really funny Christmas experiences. So let's just go through a few. I already know this is going to happen. I'm going to like throw some respect on the mother-in-law game. Being a mother-in-law must be extremely difficult. Like, this is not your daughter. Maybe even still, you're a mother of a bunch of sons who you've never had a daughter. And then you have to all of a sudden gift for not only daughters, as Claudia would say, as Teresa would say, daughters. Not only do you have to gift for a bunch of daughters when you've never had daughters, but you also, you know that you're just like on edge because you're like, this is not my daughter. This is my son's wife or girlfriend. And if it's your son's wife, there's already this preconceived notion that like, oh, daughters are supposed to hate their mother-in-laws. Like, oh my gosh, like that is just such a tried, like I know some mother-in-laws are the woat, like the worst of all times, but like we got to cut them a little bit of slack. You know, they're doing the best they can. So I already see like a bunch, like mother-in-law bought me a hairbrush first year as a gift. Girls still talk about it to this day. And I'm like, odd enough, right? But like, what if she thought like it was a really special gift? What if she was like, wow, I've never seen a $25 hairbrush before, a $40 hairbrush before. Like, apparently all the girls at Sephora love it. I'm going to get her a hairbrush. Like, now this girl might be like, no, bitch, it was a hairbrush from Walmart. And like, I don't know. I'm like, but you know, immediately I see both sides. Like, do I need to brush my hair? Do you think my hair doesn't look brushed? Like, maybe she was being, maybe it was a slight. My husband bought me a bidet and a pair of socks while I was pregnant with our third kid. I kind of feel like that's nice. I myself bought myself a bidet one time, installed it myself. If you guys, the real ones know, they'll remember that from my Instagram story. And yeah, it was a fantastic purchase. Oh, someone said that they were gifted a family heirloom, which I always think is a really cool gift, but they said it was a taxidermied bull ball sack. I also kind of fuck with that one. Am I drunk? Okay, hold on. One time my grandma put all of our Christmas presents in cereal boxes. It was so weird. Okay, that's it. Should I put this down? Am I pregnant? That's so sweet. I'm loving all of these gifts. I'm not pregnant, by the way. I was a junior in high school and my grandma got me light up Tinkerbell shoes. I wanted to die. I mean, obviously, like not a vibe for a junior in high school, but like, it's your grandma, bless her. This is so fucked up. I pranked my brother's girlfriend by giving her an engagement ring sized box wrapped from him, but it was just lip gloss inside. That's fucked up. Camo lingerie from my boyfriend's grandma because he hunts. That's insane. Oh, this has happened to me one time. Not in the same way. It says, my husband knows that I love really cozy, unique socks, so he ordered some handmade crochet ones off Etsy. They arrived and were in fact hideous, but I didn't care because it'd be cozy, but they looked nothing like the photo, which was kind of annoying. And the person must have chain smoked a whole box of cigarettes while making them. I still keep them as a funny memory in my bag in a closet, but like I ordered something off Etsy one time. It was this like vintage purse or something, leather. I didn't even have to open the box. I like cut the box and I was like, whoa, I felt like I was in an episode of Mad Men, dude. Like I was like, where is there a lit cigarette inside? Like it was so crazy. And I tried to like air it out. Like I left it outside on the porch for a while, covered, but outside, no, nothing. Like sometimes that smell just stays. Okay, so I'm always focusing on healthy, fresh ingredients in my food and drink. So I really, really try to do the same thing when it comes to things that I put on my skin. Okay, so that lends me to have to find the right products for my skin's needs. Now, I am obsessed with Pharmacy. It's the brand Pharmacy with an F because they combine these like rich farm grown ingredients with clinically proven results. Now, their products hydrate, they cleanse, they nourish your skin. I am obsessed personally with their Honey Halo Moisturizer. It is genuinely the best texture ever. So I use it obviously for a moisturizer during the day, but I also kind of use it as a makeup primer because I really like the way that my makeup lies on my face afterwards because it's not like super, super too thick where you're like, I feel greasy. It absorbs into my skin so nicely to just give me that really dewy, fresh skin feel that's moisturized and hydrated. And like I said, just like very dewy for makeup application. So I love that. I really, really need moisturizer before I put any makeup on. Otherwise, my makeup just doesn't last as long. It gets crusty. I don't like it. So I find that their Halo Honey Moisturizer is just incredible. I love, love, love it. And Pharmacy products are the best of both worlds because their formulations have farm-grown ingredients, which are enhanced by potent science, active ingredients for the clinically proven results. Clinically, we love that. With real ingredients, like they use fresh apples, papaya, honey, eco-conscious, sustainable packaging, like all the good stuff that just make you feel good because they're doing good too. Now, they also have a partnership with Feeding America, so that helps reduce food waste and donates to communities in need across the country. But let's get back to their Halo Honey Moisturizer that I'm obsessed with because it nourishes and plumps my skin for this instant and long-lasting dewy moisture. Now, it's formulated with proprietary buckwheat honey, but the coolest part to me is that it comes from a family-operated bee farm in California. So this single source farm has over 12,500 colonies of healthy, and this is important, happy bees. And it's going to be pure, unfiltered honey harvested sustainably and ethically in small batches for optimal potency and bee health. So natural antioxidants protect against causes of skin damage like UV, population, combined with their strengthening ceramides to support your skin's moisture barrier for an all-day hydration. Like literally, I'm just obsessed with it. I love it. So drench your skin in honey hydration. Visit pharmacybeauty.com and use code probably for 20% off your order. That's 20% off your order at pharmacybeauty.com with code probably. This one's hitting a little close to home, but not really because I really loved it. I have to bring you guys, I won't talk too much about my sourdough journey, but I am on my sourdough journey. And someone said, my ex bought me all baking supplies to bake shit for him, from ingredients to the mixer. I don't know if she keeps going, but like, honestly, I specifically asked, I'm a lot like my mom in the sense that like, I'm not psycho about gifts. Like I never have been and never will be. My mom has always said like, oh, you're the best. Like you just like love, like you're so sweet. You just love whatever I get you. And I'm like, well, I don't always. Like I'm like, it doesn't matter to me, you know? And so I mean it when I say I'm not weird about gifts, but it is one of those things where all men are like, what do you want? And to be fair, like I am hard to shop for, and I've said it before, but like if I sees it, I buys it, I want it, I gets it for myself. And I really should be better about like putting things on lists, but like who wants to wait? And so of course, James has asked me like 15 times, like, what do you want? My birthday was like, a month ago. So he was like, what is your birthday? What is your birthday? And I was like, I don't know. And I was like, you know what? I do know what I want. It's something that I was literally about to buy the other day and like, fine, sure, you buy it. And I was going to buy myself the entire Ballerina Farms sourdough making kit. And so of course I was going to buy like just the starter kit. But then when he was like, what do you want? I was like, the starter kit, the bowls, the spatula, the bag of flour. Actually, go ahead and make it 4 bags of flour. I was able to just like dress it up. So that's something that's good. If you can't think of what you want, think of something you were just about to buy yourself and then make it more. So he got me that for my birthday. And again, I specifically asked for that. Like last Christmas, I literally was in Target. Like the internet like is so psycho about this one. They're like, you buy your own Christmas gift. No, I didn't. I was at Target and pointed to a mixer and said, I want that fucking mixer. And so he got it for me. And before I started making pasta, to be fair, he was literally like, you are never going to use this. And he was right. I didn't use it forever. But then we started making pasta and now I use it all the time. And now I make sourdough, and apparently you can use that like bread arm for like turning your sourdough. So maybe I'll start using it even more. Anyways, my mom has always done this. Like she's always bought her own gifts. And I love that. I love that she does that. She opens them up and I just know my dad did not buy that shit. Like I'm like, and she's like, honey. And he's like, I knew you'd want it. And like, it's their little joke they have between themselves. And it's great. And men are just no good. They're good for nothing with gifts. They don't know what they're doing. So just buy what you want and then tell them. So anyways, With my birthday, I said, I want this sourdough kit. He got it for me times a bunch of other stuff that I wanted from the kit. And then I started making sourdough and it was incredible. But I don't know how to explain to you that like he was just making a story earlier after I created my first, successful first loaf. Yeah, that's right. After my very first time trying, and I knew I was so excited probably because I told myself it was just going to be bad. Everyone's first loaves are just like not that great. Don't rise. Like you just had to figure it out. And I do think mine was a little dense. I need to consult my shaman, my bread shaman. That's Jackie O. And I need to talk to her about the density of the bread within because I think it was a little heavy. Like I was cutting a slice for recording. She's like, that got some weight to it, sister. And I'm like, yeah, it's a bit girthy on the inside. So, you know, like when a cookie, it's really delicious, but like when a cookie's like a little undone on the inside, the dough wasn't undone. It was just like, it needs to be more airy, more like pockety. So we're working, but still great first shot at it. And yeah, so I don't know how to explain that when James is making this like story on his Instagram, he was like, I'm so proud of her. He's like, I got her this kit for her birthday. I just wanted to look at him and be like, yeah, you got me a bread making kit so I could slave for 6 days making fucking bread over this hot oven stove for you. Like this was a gift for you. Like why did I go so fucking single white female on his ass? Like that's where my brain went. And then I literally reminded myself that I love making bread and I wanted to make bread and it's what I was going to buy myself and I wanted it. But like there's something so easy about just being like, did you buy this for me or did you buy it for you, for me? And so I think that that's what that girl went through. And I kind of like felt like that today, but then I was like, had to remind myself, you asked for this, you wanted this. This year for Christmas, I could not figure out what I wanted. He asked me 1,000 times. I did tell him though, I was like, we just got married. Make me something sentimental. Like go Google, what do I give my wife for our first year of marriage? Find something sentimental and make it your own. And he was like, oh, that's not special. I was like, make it your own. Like make it special. Like write me a long letter about our first year of marriage. Like about your favorite thing from the wedding. I don't know, do something sentimental. But I was like, but in the off chance that you didn't do something sentimental, I did get this incredible vintage Fendi bag from the Real. That was an absolute fucking steal. And I will wear it in South Africa and I don't need it till South Africa. So why don't you go ahead and here it is. Put the money in my account. This is what I paid for it. And I can unwrap this under the tree. And like, shouts out to my mom because that's a great thing to do. But I did say like, you're not off this easy. You're not off the hook. You have to also do something fucking cute and sweet and sentimental. Even if it's like I almost just said stupid. It's not stupid. Even if it's like an ornament of something that reminds you of our first year married. I don't know. Do something fucking sweet that's easy to do. All right, guys, I want to know how you slept last night. How'd you sleep? Did you toss? Did you turn? Were you too hot? Were you too cold? Did you wake up being like, WTF, I got terrible sleep and I'm not cozy and I'm not comfortable? Because that is, in my personal opinion, not okay. All right. We need to be sleeping. We do so much. We're always working. It's the holiday season. We're doing nonstop parties. We're doing this. We're hosting. We're like going to see our in-laws. You need a break, baby. And you need to rest in your amazing Boll and Branch sheets, which is what I love. And you need to get that good rest because you need to upgrade to the softest, most luxurious sheets from Boll and Branch. I honestly am obsessed with these sheets. They will change the game immediately. You'll feel it. You'll feel it immediately. They feel breathable, luxuriously soft. And this is the coolest part about Boll and Branch. And this is tried and true from my personal opinion, like, and everyone else, like literally thousands and thousands of other people. They get softer every wash. Mark my words, get these sheets. You know, some sheets that are just like not good. And the more you wash them, you're like, ugh, they're just getting ratty tatty. No. Boll and Branch legitimately get better after each wash. I don't know how they figured it out. Probably because they're made from the finest 100% organic cotton. So you really just can feel that quality and difference for years and years to come. And that's nice. You don't have to feel like you have to keep getting new sets of sheets. Although I have bought a couple because I think they're a great gift. Like I know you're going to be like, what, a gift? But people don't want to buy these things for themselves, although you should. So giving Boll and Branch as a gift, this like luxurious sleep set, I think that's amazing. I just really, really think how you sleep affects so much about your life day to day. And we spend so much time in bed, okay, whether we're conscious or not. So I really think you should invest in this. And Boll and Branch is just amazing, but also affordable. They have tons of colors like to choose from. I have white on all of our guest beds so that I can bleach them afterwards. You know the vibes. I like to stay clean. But then I have this really gorgeous like neutral caramel color on our bed. I just love it. It's amazing. And Boll and Branch products are made different. All right. You'll just sleep better at night. Again, made from the finest 100% organic cotton. And they're made by artisans who earn the pay and respect that they deserve. We love that. Okay. Designs and colors for every bedroom and style and mattress size. Their signature sheets come wrapped and ready in a beautiful holiday gift box. Again, amazing gift. So whether it's a gift to yourself or a loved one, this gorgeous packaging will make the holiday season even more special. And it saves you time during the busiest season of all and offers an an unboxing experience unlike any other. I literally just used my own code the other day to get gifts because I just think this is an amazing gift. So gift you and your loved ones a better night's sleep with Boll & Branch. And right now is their best offer of the entire year, their cyber event. Shop their cyber event for 25% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets. Just head to bollandbranch.com and use promo code PROBABLY. That's Boll & Branch, BOLLAND branch.com, promo code PROBABLY. Limited time only, exclusions apply. See site for details. Oh, okay. This one is like, I have something to say about this. So it says, my ex's mom gave me the free Ulta robe Black Friday that I knew they were giving out for Black Friday for Christmas. And then she put in parentheses, they were rich. Okay. So I have this dilemma, not the rich part. I have this dilemma where I get gifted incredible things, right? Like I get gifted so many things. I couldn't use it all. Like I couldn't possibly use the amount of beauty products. It's why a lot of influencers do like giveaways with all the PR packages they get. I get given so much stuff that it would expire. These masks, these lip glosses, these like, you know, like our money. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying like I have like a closet full of PR stuff that as soon as anyone comes over, like any of my girlfriends from back home, or I give a lot to like Taylor's little sisters, some people that work for me, some people that work for Taylor. Like I'm like, oh, here, do you want this? And they're always so appreciative. They love it. And like I do that throughout the year, of course. Otherwise my house would be overrun with PR packages. I actually just recently, I agree. I forget who talks about this. I think it's actually Claudia. Is it Claudia? I don't know. Someone online talks a lot about how they think PR packages are a big, like they're like people waste a lot of money on them, and these companies are wasting a lot of money sending like the huge packages that like, yes, influencers post and are like, wow, this is so crazy. But then we literally go like this, ha! And then we throw it in the trash. We're like I'm talking about like the boxes and the fluff and like all the shit that comes with it. You're like, oh my God, like enough. Send it in a fucking, and I'm not even that fucking environmental crazy, but like send it in some sustainable packaging and move the fuck on. Like I don't need to break apart your 12 advent calendar day fucking cardboard masterpiece. All right. Anyways, I have still this closet full of stuff. And sometimes I get stuff that's like super nice. Like I just got, for instance, some Kendra Scott jewelry that was like so nice. Like it's Kendra Scott. It's super, super nice. And I have enough jewelry, and this is like I won't spoil it in case like one of them are listening to this, but I was like, I want to give this to my sister-in-law. Like she will love this. This is so her. It's so her vibe. It's so cute. And I thought like, is she going to know it's gifted? Like, and then sometimes I like pay for stuff. Sometimes I'll pay for like beauty products. And I think to myself, is my sister going to think I got that for free because I paid for that? Like, it's such a conundrum. I really am like selfishly annoyed when I pay for stuff. And I think people in my family will think like she must have gotten that for free. Like I didn't, I paid for it. And then there's other times where I did get stuff for free and I want to gift it because they're incredible gifts. And then I'm like, am I shithead for doing that because they were literally free? Or is that like a nice thing to do to take advantage of the free shit I got? I don't know. I felt so bad. I feel so bad about the like Kendra Scott jewelry that even though it's literally the nicest, cutest, most special gift ever, and I looked it up online, it was like hundreds of dollars. I still got her some other things that were like expensive and nice because I was like, I can't like go to sleep at night knowing I just like, gave her a bunch of free shit I got, even though it's really nice free shit. Oh, the woes. Oh, my sister-in-law just texted me. Does she know? Is my phone bugged? Anyways, like, I know this is like not hashtag relatable content, but that's just the things that are going through my mind right now. Oh my God. This person said, my best and worst was Zach Bryan tickets. I was so excited to get them. And then my boyfriend sold them a month before the concert because he was tight on money and he saw that the resale value went up. Tomorrow he will become my ex-boyfriend. A savage. Those are just a list of incredible and terrible Christmas gifts that I've gifted to you. I hope this has been a history lesson. I hope this has been a silly, goofy time for you to listen to horrible and funny gifts. And I hope that you've enjoyed my holiday decor and my holiday plans. As per usual, buy tickets to the tour. We got some incredible dates coming up. I'll list them for you, if you will. We're going to start out on February 25th in New York City. Then we're going to Boston, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Washington, D.C., Columbus, Ohio, Cincinnati, Indianapolis, St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando, Naples, Fort Lauderdale. We're going to New Orleans. I'm so fucking excited to go to NOLA. Then we're going to go to Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas. Then we're going to head to the Midwest, baby. We're going to go to Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, and then after Chicago, you guessed it, Chicago again. Because I fucking love Chicago, so I wanted to do 2 nights. Chicago, don't let me down. I love you guys. Love you back. All right. Pray For Me tour, my debut comedy tour. It's going to be funny. You're going to laugh. You're going to giggle. It's just me and Courtney have been working really hard. I have a lot to do these next 2 months to prepare for it, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to be the best goddamn tour you've ever been to. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Bye. Love ya.